Hi, I'm Sparrow with Sparrow Team 6. This is my team member,
Jeremy, Effuchu.
and today we're here to do a review on tracer units. So it's not very common for people to be playing airsoft at night. It's quite rare, not a lot of fields do a lot of night games, but Jeremy and I got an opportunity to go play a night game at Big Lake Tactical. And we both brought tracer units. I brought this one that Spaz uses, which is an X-Cortec at Mark II tracer unit. And which one did you have?
I don't remember the specific name, but it was a Tokyo Mori. They say it's a fully automatic Mach silencer tracer unit. Good unit, very good unit, consistent.
This one here, it takes 1.5 volt.
That would be 4 AAA batteries.
4 AAA batteries. And on this one, you just unthread it here. And you put the batteries all in right there. And you just slide it back in. Screw it down, obviously. And then right here in the flat portion, there's a button that you push. And that activates the unit. And then as the BBs pass through it, there's a sensor that says, hey, there's a BB coming. And all the lights are, I think, more down in here. I haven't looked at the inside of it. So the light only comes on as a BB's passing through, which will save you some battery. Is yours the one that you use?
Well, I guess I'll give them a look-see. Basically the same thing. You screw off the top. The only difference is this doesn't come out. The unit itself doesn't come out as a full unit. The unit is inside. So it's pretty much a 3-piece basically. So you take it in, you'll take off the top right here. You'll stick the 4 AAA batteries along the side. And then you basically put it in, put your cap back on, and you're ready to go. Same button pattern, everything as the X-Cortec. Same button, press it, and you're ready to go.
Alright, so obviously, tracer units, most of the barrels threaded for airsoft guns are I think it's the 14mm reverse thread. So most of your tracer units are going to be threaded the same way, although there are some I saw when I was looking online that are threaded the standard way. So when you're buying them, you got to watch out.
Okay. Now, if you have a plastic tip on your GNG, have fun trying to take it off. It is a pain. But this one, unfortunately, I got mine off through strenuous work. Put a metal tip on, it comes right off the tip. As you can see, you can see threads, but silencer unit, tracer unit, put it right on through your barrel. It goes on just like the barrel tip.
Other way.
See, we all need help sometimes. So you don't have to go very tight. You end up snapping some of the plastic.
Something funny over there?
Yeah.
We have an audience. Okay, like I said, you don't have to put it on very tight. You can snap some of the plastic. I was warned that already. So hand tight, you're just fine. And you're ready to go. Like I said, when you're ready to fire, they also say do not keep it turned on. The batteries will wear down very fast. So,
Yes, also told to take the batteries out when you're done playing for the day, night, whatever, because that can damage the internal unit or something.
Absolutely. So, now when you're ready to play, you have magazines low and everything else, all you got to do, press the button, it'll be on, and you're ready to shoot.
So, when we were playing, did you find it to be an advantage or a disadvantage to have tracer fire when you were shooting?
To be honest with you, I think it was kind of an advantage. It took a lot of people off guard. They did not know. There was a lot of, oh my gods, what is that? There are rounds coming at it.
I feel the same as Jeremy does. I heard a lot of people say, well, tracer fire, yeah, you can see where you're shooting, but then everybody can see where you're shooting from, and you're just going to get shot out a lot. Every time I shot, I almost never got return fire because it was such a quick shooting. I mean, it was all semi-auto, so I mean, it was just like I'd pop off 6, 7, 8 rounds, and then as soon as I was done shooting, usually I would move a few feet one way or the other, but even when I didn't do that, I almost never got return fire. I think it was such a shock that they were getting shot at, and even though they could see tracer fires wasn't by them, they weren't able to track where it came from.
I think it's the shock factor, like you said. When you see these rounds coming at you, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen people use before. When you see them coming at you, you're really not paying attention to the absolute location, the exact location it's coming from, all you know is it's coming from that direction, and
It's
you
in
got
that
it.
first burst anyway, so I don't care.
Fair enough. Other than that, the rounds that come through here, they are bright. Very bright. You can see them for quite a distance until your round drops to the ground. It's not a very dull where you can somewhat see it. Oh, that kind of looks like, no, it's very bright. You can easily tell that these tracer rounds are coming at you. Very easily.
And touching on that, it brings us to what you would need when you're using tracer rounds. Obviously, you need glow-in-the-dark BBs. They are a little more expensive than your standard BBs, obviously. And there's two colors I know of. There's green and there's red. This batch got mixed. This is Spaz's batch. I just want to read this off for you. So these are Matrix Max Grade 6mm BBs, glow in the dark. They're .25 rounds, and a bag of 2,000 was $12. So that's actually not a terrible price. It's probably about, let's say, 5,000 rounds. Yeah, it's about a third more expensive, 2/3 more expensive than buying regular BBs. And then that's for the green BBs. The red BBs were only $10 for 1,000 rounds, so they're a little bit cheaper. And this particular tracer unit here is a X-Cortec XT501 Mark II Ultra Bright Airsoft Mock Silencer tracer unit was $69, and he got this from evic.com, or evic, however you want to pronounce it. And of course, when they pass through the tracer fire, the tracer unit, they do glow. They get really bright. The green ones are super bright, that's for sure. The red ones are a bit more subdued. When I was shooting them, I had them mixed with regular BBs, so it's like every third, fourth shot, I'd get like a burst of 2 or 3 glow in the darks, and then I get a burst of 3 or 4 regulars, and so it's like I was only seeing mine in spurts. Where you had nothing but glow in the dark, right?
Nothing but glow in the dark.
Nothing but glow in the dark. So.
And literally, I may have had 1 or 2 that didn't shine, and I shot hundreds of rounds.
Hundreds.
Clips. Sorry, magazines.
So, yeah, let's be proper with our terminology here. See how that pisses me off so bad when someone's like, "Oh, put a clip in there." It's not a clip; it's a magazine. Just fuck. But the red ones are a bit more subdued. So if you're someone who's really worried about return fire when you're using tracers, you can buy the red ones. You can see them pretty well leaving you. I don't know how well they will come towards you. Actually, I can cut that out because when I do the nighttime demonstration, it'll be both. So
take my word for it, they are bright when they come at you. You will see them.
You'll see them, and it's nice knowing where your fire is going at night. I mean, I'm never going to play in the dark again, whether it be outdoors or in the Northridge Mall or any of the other Milsom events I'm going to try to go to. If I'm shooting in the dark, I will be running glow-in-the-dark BBs in dark situations.
Highly recommend if you play night games, if you have the money available, NVGs, night vision goggles, very much needed. It is very hard.
We may someday do a review on one of those, but first we need to be able to afford a pair.
Yes, they are expensive.
Alrighty, I'm Sparrow with Squirrel Team 6.
Effuchu, also with Squirrel Team 6.
And we'll see you guys out on the field.